So for example D, we have 4x squared plus 4x plus 13 over 2x minus 3. Now, this is going to have a slant asymptote since the numerator is 1 greater than the denominator. I tried factoring the numerator, but the numerator looks very difficult to factor. And in fact, I'm going to just test the discriminant to see if it actually has any zeros. If it does, then I can use a quadratic formula. But in this case here, when I test the discriminant, so b squared minus 4 times a times c, I end up with 16 minus 208, or negative 192. So this means that there are no zeros. Okay, so this does not cross the x-axis. I can work out the slant asymptote by division. So I'm going to do the long division here. So I get 2x gives me 4x squared minus 6x. So that gives me positive 10 plus 13. So plus 5. So that gives me 10x minus 15. And I get a remainder of positive 28. So that gives me a slant asymptote of y equals 2x plus 5. So I'm going to start drawing in a few things. I've got my vertical asymptote for my denominator. So at positive 1.5, I have my vertical asymptote. So it's maybe somewhere around here, 1.5. Let's get that in. And I've got my slant asymptote at 2x plus 5. So it's going to be going through there and maybe with a little bit steeper slope, something like that. Okay, so I need a coordinate here. So I know that this graph it's going to be in these quadrants here or in these quadrants here. Okay, so we have to determine that. We can really essentially determine that with one coordinate, and a convenient coordinate to use is the y-intercept. So if I plug in 0, I end up with 13 over negative 3. So I get negative 13 over 3, and that's about negative 4.3 or so. So somewhere around here. So that indicates to me that the graph is going to be in this quadrant. So it's going to kind of go up like that. And then it's going to end up in this section here. And again, if we want some more detail in there, we can plot some coordinates, make a table of values in there. But really, we just want to know that it's in those quadrants. And we've shown that it has no zeros. And so we've shown probably enough detail for this particular graph. Later on in calculus, we do want to find the vertex. Okay, that is something extra that we will find when we do calculus.